Good morning, guys. It's an update from the time I was discharged from the hospital. Um, things are not going too well because, okay, first of all, my mom thinks that there's not much difference between me being pre-hospitalized and post-hospitalized now. So, it's not like I disagree with her because it's sort of true. My dissociation symptoms are getting a little bit better. I am not as detached as before, but I'm still struggling with psychosis a lot and anxiety because exam is coming up. I have an exam in May, and that's the beginning. It's the beginning of May, and now it's already the 8th of April. So that's in a month. And actually, for this entire semester, I skipped classes and I don't remember things well. I don't know what I learned. So I really need to start studying for it. My mom wants me to go inpatient like even now because she just don't think that I act normally. I do think that I act a bit strangely, but well, to me, the difference between pre-hospitalization and post-hospitalization is that I can think a little bit clearly. Before hospitalization, I was really in a mess. Um, things were really unorganized, and I couldn't think. Like, I would look at a piece of paper with sentences, and the word itself would make sense, but the entire sentence will not. So I couldn't think at all. But now, like, it's getting a little bit better, but I'm still struggling with it. Like, earlier, I had to hand in an essay, and the question was simple. It was like from a course about Chinese society, and then I have to write like a case analysis on like a story. So we have two stories to choose. I chose one of them, which is on migrant children. Um, so the question was, the first one was, what was the social phenomenon? Or social theory that was reflected in the story. And the second question was, what are the social changes that is reflected in the story? And to me, the first question was understandable. I never attend any of the class actually, so I was trying to find the theory for it, which I'm still not sure until today. I just handed in the essay yesterday. The social changes was really confusing. To any simple normal people, it would just mean, what are the social changes? List the social changes and support it with evidence from the story. But for me, it was so hard to understand. So the first draft that I wrote was, what is the positive aspect and the negative aspect of the theory, which was totally out of line when I wrote and finished it. I feel like I'm going to get a C or D for it, because I know I wasn't answering the question, and I could not make myself answer the question because I just don't understand the question. It's almost like the question is in a language that I don't understand. So yeah, it's in a language that I don't understand, and the bits of the word I understand a little bit. That's how it is. So when I revised my entire essay, I could grasp the question a little bit better. So then I just twisted my argument into like listing the social changes. Hopefully I can get a B. So yeah, that's how cognitively I am doing right now. Psychosis is getting worse, like I said. Before I cut my hair. I didn't want to cut it this short because I asked the lady to cut 2 inch, and she cut 2 inch. Like my back is 2 inch, but the front she trimmed it so much. I don't like this hairstyle. I need it to grow longer. Okay, yeah, so the psychosis was, it's kind of like weird. Yeah, previously I was seeing like 2 girls and 6 guards and 2 cats. And then another person, like always, that man is always in my room, all the time, throughout all this while. Only am I seeing more images. They are not as nice as before. Yeah, I get this 3 guy who it's horrible, and they follow me everywhere. Sometimes, like yesterday I had a counseling session, and it was really uncomfortable because one of the guy was there, and he was in the room, and he was standing next to me, and I was facing my counselor. So after we talked for a while, I just couldn't stand his presence, and he was like whispering things to me. My counselor knows about it. She knows that I'm experiencing psychosis. And then it got to the point that I felt so uncomfortable that I left the room in a rush. So I mean, like he just followed me every single place. And sometimes I feel very strongly about it. Sometimes I just don't feel as much. Like right now, I just woke up, so it's not as serious as it was. But yesterday it was quite bad. I just got more and more anxious a lot over the day. And then so what they do, it's like they try to threaten me. They tell me things like jump off the bridge, jump onto the window, climb out the window, climb the fence. It's like not nice, or like not. It's dangerous things that they do. Or sometimes they just talk about what I do. So I really hate them. Like, and then my counselor was like, sometimes these symptoms will never go away, and you have to learn to live with them. And I'm like, no, I don't want them to be part of my surrounding. Like, why would you want like 3 extra people? She compared it to the aircon buzzing in the background. I mean, it's different, but then at the same time, I'm like really confused, and then I just really want to get better. I don't want to get stuck in this stage whereby I'm in between the reality and not the reality. Like sometimes I can't differentiate the two. So I really want to get better, but right now the medication part is stuck. I couldn't adjust my medication anymore because of the studying part. So it's either my mom, what she hoped is that after my exam, which is on the 4th and 6th of May, I would go inpatient again to get stabilized. I don't really know about that. Like my counselor is like, maybe it will happen, but maybe after the stress it will not. And I just learned that borderline personality does struggle with psychosis and dissociation. So it's not like I'm getting a new diagnosis or anything. So anyway, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and so see you guys. Bye. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, or subscribe for more updates.